starting the WHS4250 receiver. Open up your host program and go to the hammer and wrench icon. This is going to configure our host. Now, as you can see, there's no COM port selected because the device is not plugged in with the USB cable. I'll do that now. So I'll hit the little down arrow here, and I'm going to be looking for a serial port that has VCPO in it. As you can see, it's not showing up. It's because I've opened the host prior to plugging it in. You just press OK here, and then close your host program. Open it again, and you will see the virtual control port will open up. So you hit the little down arrow, and now, as you can see, the device VCPO stands for virtual control port, and it's registered as COM6. So select the COM6 and make sure that you select the default host configuration as WHS4000 layout. So click on the radio button there, and now apply. The other tabs are about the directories and text conversion, sensor scaling if you had a map receiver, but this is all about 4250s. So press OK and then connect by USB cable. So we're going to connect by pressing that icon, and now you see all these new icons appear. At the bottom is a status bar saying this is node ID 5, which is the last digit of the serial number on this particular device. They're connected via COM6, and your SD card is OK. So to set up a receiver quickly, just for the office, press Setup, SD card setup, initialize SD card. It'll give you a warning. Press Yes. And it shouldn't take much longer than that to become fully initialized. Press OK. As you can see, it says reset here in the status, and then press close. Go back up to the setup menu and then send the time, date time setup. So it's way off right now because I had no batteries in this device. So I'm going to send my PC time, and it's going to say in the status box, receiver clock and your system clock are synchronized. Press done. Next, go back up to the setup. Make sure that your logging is always on, that the two items here, which are not in use right now with these devices, are set at 255 each. Do not change those. And then make sure that always on is sent to the receiver. So down here at the bottom left, press send. Status will say sent. And now you can close this window by pressing done, clicking on done. The setup, battery initialization. As you can see, the screen is all full, so we can just press reset. It's just going to say that you have a fresh cell, and then press done. Next, you got to make sure that your Bluetooth is always off. This chews up a bit of power, so make sure you send it to your receiver and then click on done. Last but not least, beacon setup. You must give it an ID number. You can give it 5 or 55 or whatever number you want to give it. It's always great to have it in a low digit so that it's easily identifiable in your data. So I'm going to use 5, just like what the ID node said here at the bottom where my cursor is. And then I'm going to make sure that I enable the beacon. Very important to do that. And then the burst rate is going to be 15 seconds for the office so that I can see a little light flashing on the receiver. It's a great idea. So let's just go send. And now it says sent in the status window, and then press done. Only one more step left, and that is to start logging. As you can see, this green button with a triangle, white triangle in it. Just click on that, and now it turns to red, and you're going to say stop logging when you're done. Okay, so at this point, I'm going to start a tag or two, and before that, I'm going to just show you right here on this line here. You can see that a beacon number 5 ID is coming in at about power level almost under 200, and every 15 seconds after that, roughly, it's random, you're going to see a level about 200 or 187 in this case. You'll also see some noise values. This is just inherent of the whole system of PSK coding. I'm now taking a tag, putting it into the activator, but you have to make sure that the small transducer is down in the hole and there's water in your activator. Once you activate it by pressing the start button, you'll see the light flashes green at the burst interval of your tag. I'm going to try it again. You can put it in there just to see that light flash green. And now you'll see the red light flashing on your device there at the end of the red arrow. And put your tag directly against it, and you'll see it flash multiple times. Once is while it's activated. The other one will be when your beacon hits, and finally at the burst interval of your tag you will see that red light flash or flicker. And that's about all you have to do to test your tag. I now have a tag in my hand. I'm just going to start logging again. Decimal equivalent is 39984. As you can see, coming in fairly high power because I have it resting right against the tip of the receiver, and it should be showing up fairly consistently. I'm moving around a bit, but otherwise this is the direct link to the receiver, so that's why we're getting so many. And that's how you test them. You just put them just right against the receiver tip, and you should be picking up your tags.